Joseph.
So your question is, was Joseph an introvert?
I know you are with me.
Hey everybody, welcome to New Covenant and Coffee with Pastor Brandon and Gerald. We're so glad to be with you here today. Today we're going to talk about Old Testament Joseph. What was his last name?
I think his
Son
name
of
was
Abraham.
Son of Abraham.
Well, he was great grandson of Abraham.
Yeah, maybe grandson.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Joseph. So he would have been great grandson of Abraham.
Yeah, son of Jacob.
Well, watch your language, buddy.
Oh,
You son of Jacob. Okay, so we're going to talk about some more things about Joseph. So, where do you want to jump in?
well, the question was Joseph an introvert? Because
Yes.
here we see in the beginning where Joseph is apart from the brothers, and he's possibly very similar to David, where he's okay by himself. He may be in relationship with God, and he's having that relationship with the Lord because he has a fear for God. We understand that in the beginning, that he's getting these dreams and he's getting these
Let me interrupt a second. He had a different mother from those brothers.
okay,
So that might have made him
that could
kind
have
of put him in an alone
Yeah,
place
yeah.
because he was not in their gang.
yeah. And I don't think that, everybody's, well, I don't choose to be an introvert, that's who I am.
Right.
Well, he's leaning towards that at the beginning of the story, and then as you go along, he's learning how to do relationships
Okay.
and to serve people.
Right.
And I think this is such a great example for us that have, as Christians, because I relate to introverts. I don't know about you, but I'm okay being at home and not being around people, and especially when I just spend time with the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
it just gives me so much energy. And then when I serve people, I feel like that energy is being sucked out. I don't know if
Right.
I can use that word, but the life is being given, and it's a sacrifice to serve others. And that's
Then you have to go home and recharge.
and then I go back home and spend time with the Lord and I recharge. But there are some people out there that are extroverts where they will recharge by being around people.
Right.
And that's just not me.
Right.
And so I think Joseph maybe had that kind of life growing up where he felt charged by hearing from the Lord, getting dreams, and then he goes to share those dreams and his brothers want to kill him. And that's
Right.
kind of how the story goes.
I kind of have the impression from, if you think of the story, that he might have been a bit analytical and thoughtful because he was an administrator,
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
which would be kind of more the introvert personality.
Yeah. And so we've talked a little bit in our videos about, where your treasure is, there your heart is. But Joseph shows us that he has such a heart for the Lord that even when he's a slave and there's no money in it, right? There's no paycheck at the end of the day. He's doing things unto the Lord.
Yeah.
And so he's not doing things, because he might get thrown in the dungeon. He's not doing things because he might get beaten. Otherwise, they wouldn't have given him so much authority in Potiphar's house
Right.
for him to just do what the other slaves are doing
Right.
out of fear. He's doing something that's even greater out of a love for God
Yeah.
and a reverence for God when no one's looking. Joseph had an opportunity to serve from a place of love
Yes.
instead of a place of fear that he was, he was a slave. I mean, let's be real. Most of those
Right.
slaves would have operated out of fear.
Right.
And the reason why I say he operated out of love was his love for the Lord, not necessarily his love for Potiphar.
Right.
It was not necessarily for his love for the Egyptians.
Right. So that's where I want to jump in.
Okay.
Where did Joseph get this? So I'm thinking inside Joseph's head, he's got Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yeah.
So there was a calling. Abraham got called out. Yahweh revealed himself
Yeah.
to Abraham, and there was a family purpose, a vision for his family, and a
Right.
vision for God. So
Yeah.
somehow that was imparted into him, even though he wasn't perfect, and
Yeah.
he maybe riled his brothers up a little. And so he carries that vision into the prison with him.
Yeah.
He has a bigger vision than just himself.
Yeah, and I like to believe that those generations had an impact not only from passing on the heritage of faith, but truly investing in him as a young boy.
Right.
That would be, Jacob loving
Right.
Joseph and passing on that heritage of faith and love to Joseph.
Right.
I know you are with me.
Let's go higher.
Okay. Do you want to start the cameras over?
No.
Okay.
Here we go.
You mean louder or higher?
Yeah. Better, more energy, more volume.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to New Covenant and Coffee with Pastor Brandon and Gerald.